Hey, I haven't done a rant for a little while. I think I've probably just finished the album. I mean, there's going to be a few tweaks to it still, but generally speaking, I've finished the album, and it's made me think about albums and whether they have any place really in the modern world, you know, like in this sort of TikTok, blipvert, Spotify kind of thing. Who really sits to listen to a full album? I mean, I do, but I'm not a demographic that really makes the world an awful lot of money anymore. I'm an old guy, and I was born at a time when music came in round discs, and once you'd made the effort to put one into a big stereo, you'd pretty much be committed to listen to all of it, and that was really nice. And I loved the idea of curating a set of things that all come together to tell a slightly different story than they would have if you just listened to their individual parts. So I think there's a lot of value in albums, just as there's a lot of value in an exhibition of art that's been brought together, or in a really good outfit. Not that I do that, but you know, bringing together these different parts allows them to become more than their individual bits. So yeah, I'm super happy about that. And I don't know if the world is as bad as everybody makes out. I mean, the whole 11-second attention span thing, is it really true, or is that just a message that we're kind of given by the purveyors of bullshit media to justify the fact that they're just following a templated approach to absolutely everything that they create? And there has been a resurgence of long-form entertainment. You know, the podcast is huge right now, and what are they, 45 minutes, an hour, even sometimes an hour and a half long? That is a wonderful thing. Peter Jackson's Beatles documentary, right? That was hours and hours of footage put together in a very sort of generic way, without any sort of voiceover, and millions and millions of people watched it. I think the difficulty is that if you are part of the machine of creating this sort of short hit, low attention span, low cognitive load entertainment, you don't really reference anything that's happening outside of your pond. You don't hear revelations that have come out on podcasts broadcast about on the news very often, because the mainstream media probably doesn't really want to agree that that type of thing exists. Anyway, we've gone off on a bit of a tangent. I suppose the conclusion, if there is one in my mind, is that there is still a place for collections of art. There is still a place for an album. There is still a huge amount of value in considering the way that a set of different musical tracks might come together, and the order in which they come together, and the way that they might take a mood and lead into another one. You know, you've got the ability to be quite Shakespearean and take the mood up and take the mood down, and effectively curate a 40 or 50 minute period of somebody's life if they take the time to sit down and listen to it. Anyway, the album's probably not going to see the light of day for a little while. I'm cautiously optimistic I might be able to convince a certain lady to do me some strings on a track, so I'm going to hold off for a bit, but I'm kind of aiming for 1st of September notionally to get it out. Had some really good feedback so far on the mixes, so I'm feeling reasonably comfortable and confident. No doubt there are going to be some wavers and wobbles, but yeah, generally speaking, things are good. So yeah, long update. Ironically, I've made this video too long to even go on Instagram, because it has to be 60 seconds on there, so this is going to be a Facebook and maybe a YouTube only rant. If you stuck with me right to the end, thank you very much indeed. You're amazing. Can't really thank everybody enough for their engagement. Have a wicked day. Take it easy. Bye bye.